What? I got 141 and 2/3 chance of winning at Sacrifice. Woo!
Wrestling Podcast. Let's go, witness. He is broken in half.
And you are just a buck-toothed Nepo baby who ate dog food for a weird old man.
Yeah.
Just when they think they got the answers, I change the questions.
Can he do it? Cover!
Oh, and a kick out.
Unbelievable.
I will never retire.
I'm too hot to handle and too cold to hold. And I am the Macho King Randy Savage.
Shut your mouth, you thong-wearing fatty.
It's me, Austin. Whoa!
Bang! Jacob Fatu is all gas. No brakes with it. Yada made fire. I said WWE stands for
Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
Hey, yo, Pro Wrestling Podcast listeners, welcome to the show where we don't sing it, we bring it. Help us out and click subscribe to show your support. Hey, look, are you looking for the latest and greatest wrestling video game every single year, dropping $60 to $100 every single time? You gotta stop. Pop over to Wrestler Unstoppable, available totally free. Create a wrestler, sign contracts, get into storylines, headline PLEs, even build your own corporation, all included in Wrestler Unstoppable. Like I said, totally free at app.wrestlerunstoppable.com. If you want to become a member of the Pro Wrestling Podcast family, want your name in the shout-outs like John in Texas or Emily, then you got to go to our Patreon page at patreon.com/Pro Wrestling Podcast. Sign up today. Don't forget, we got loyalty rewards. $15 a month contributor, you get to co-host with me. $7.50 a month, enter into a drawing to also host with myself. Hello, everybody, and welcome to this episode of the Pro Wrestling Podcast. If you've got questions, comments, something you want us to talk about in a future episode, you got to let me know by calling the Pro Wrestling Sound Off line, 267-642-1160. Give us those questions and comments, and I will get to those in a future episode. Tonight, the United States Justice Department on the Pro Wrestling Podcast. Well, sort of. We're talking about the U.S. Justice Department approving the Paramount Skydance takeover of AEW's parent company, Warner Brothers Discovery. This is a massive, massive, massive decision. This clears a lot of the pathway to being able to make the merger happen. It is a $111 billion merger that is taking place, where Warner Brothers Discovery is going to hopefully be taken over by Paramount. And this is a huge thing for the entertainment world in general, but also for AEW fans. Tony Khan very confident that once this deal gets done, that they will have an ongoing partnership with the new parent company, Paramount. I'm not sure if they'll change and have some big name, like, you know, WWE and Endeavor merge to make TKO. I'm not sure if they'll just stick with Paramount or whatever. But Politico confirmed that the merger can take place without requiring any divestitures, behavioral remedies, or concessions, and that the transaction wouldn't pose a threat to either competition or American consumers. There was an open letter signed by 5,500 people who were opposed to it, against the merger, complaining that it was going to reduce competition in the entertainment space, less jobs, higher prices for the average consumer. And some of the people who signed that paper, Robert De Niro, Edward Norton, Ben Stiller, big names in Hollywood, but Paramount Skydance are now one step closer to securing that deal and making it happen. Now, in terms of AEW, we don't really know for sure what's going to happen, but you would think one of their highest rated programs would be pretty safe to go after the merger. I'm fairly confident it will be. Tony Khan is also very optimistic that under the Paramount Warner Brothers umbrella that they'll be able to move forward in the future. If not, I mean, there'd be a string of other networks that would line up to grab it. There was somewhat of a bidding war. Netflix was one of the companies that was also trying to make the purchase, and that did not work out. It looks like this is going to be the one, and very exciting for some people in the business world, scary for others in the wrestling world in some ways, but like I said, I'm pretty confident we'll be all good. Now, what's really interesting to me is AEW, creatively speaking, for the most part, their episodes right now have been just absolute fire. They have been amazing. The action has been fantastic. The returns, the debuts, the quality of match, the people who have won, who've been surprise winners, surprise losers. The Owen Hart Cup has been phenomenal. There's been so much going on. But, to echo the sentiment of Bully Ray from Busted Open this week, where he spoke about the booking of the Death Riders, he is just confused. As a matter of fact, I have a quote here. He says, "I'm past the point of caring, giving a flying rat's ass, or wanting to understand." The former multi-time tag team champion said that every week it's something different. "I want you to emotionally connect with me, not toy with my emotions as opposed to, am I supposed to like these guys or not? Pick a direction and stick with it. They're just not doing it." And I have to agree with him a bit. Like, when you have the Death Riders being so violent and horrible bad guys, then they're, trying to murder Daniel Bryan before he retired, and then you go to things like recently helping Will Ospreay, almost a babyface take on things, to then trying to uphold this heelish character, then getting attacked by Shane Taylor Productions. It's all too much. It's just too much. It's like a ping pong ball or a yo-yo. I don't know if the good guys, bad guys, good guys, bad guys. And by the way, I saw a report this week about Jon Moxley going back to WWE. That's been debunked. Many of the rumors that are out there this week have been debunked. Moxley's not going anywhere. Randy Orton's not retiring. Stuff like that. CM Punk is not, getting fired. He's not asking for a release. He's not getting his money cut. All that stuff is ridiculous. Can we move past all the stupid reports? Let's get on to some more important ones. Backstage report on the chances of AEW superstar Kota Ibushi returning to the ring. He had been injured last year on Collision. He had a couple surgeries. They said he was going to be out till the end of 2026. It is getting increasingly more likely that match with Josh Alexander may be his last one for the foreseeable future. They're talking about how his goal was the end of 2026, but after turning 44 years old a few weeks ago, he admitted that a comeback doesn't seem likely right now, and he's kind of refocused. It says he's turned his sights to another goal, buying a new wrestling venue in Japan. And he's, as silly as it may sound, I know there's some videos online of him doing some very comedic stuff. It kind of sounds silly, but he's taking on odd jobs to earn the money to be able to do this. Dave Meltzer reported about his chances of returning to the ring in the latest newsletter for the Wrestling Observer. He said, quote, "Although Ibushi is currently focused on new wrestling venue, he hasn't given up hope about returning to wrestler." Meltzer has heard that Ibushi hopes to return to the ring by the end of 2026, but the writer believes that could be a tall task. Another quote we have here says, "Those close to him say that they believe he has every intention of trying to return, but he worries that his balance, lateral movement, change of direction, etc. might not come back. He has not given up on a comeback, but did want to temper expectations. It will be coming soon." That's what Meltzer had to say. He has been documenting his jobs to earn the money to buy the new venue on Instagram. Some of the things he's done is being a mahjong parlor worker and appearing on a radio show. Very strange, almost game show-esque, but I actually hope he makes it back. Kota Ibushi, underappreciated, super talented, just horrible injury bug for that guy, and hopefully we get to see him back in a ring sooner rather than later. Another superstar I'd love to see in a major promotions ring, Killer Kross, Karrion Kross, whatever you want to call him, departed WWE last August. He was on the Ariel Helwani show, and he had made it clear he has not heard from Triple H at all since he left WWE, but he has spoken to AEW president Tony Khan. The quote here says, "I have tremendous amount of respect for Tony. He knows that. I prefer to keep those conversations private out of respect for Tony and myself." He went on to say Kross told Ariel Helwani that he thinks the door is still open to AEW and believes it's always been open to him. He explained that while he didn't have a non-compete clause in WWE, he still couldn't have shown up in AEW the day following his departure. His quote says, "I was booked all the way out into the new year," he said. "I filled up my schedule immediately, and I'm very serious about my commitments. The only time I'm ever going to pull out of a commitment is if there's something going on in my family or something's wrong with me. I'm not one of those guys that wants to drop a title or go missing because a big opportunity comes up." And I have so much respect for him saying that. And the current MLW champion is also a former NXT champion. But he said if everything aligns with his schedule, he thinks anything is possible in terms of AEW. And why wouldn't we want to see him there? Where Tony might actually use him to his fullest capability, something WWE clearly never got around to doing. And right when it seemed like they were about to, and he was organically getting over with the crowd, his contract doesn't get renewed, and he's just gone. Sad, sad booking on WWE's part, and it shows how their creative really doesn't know what they're doing sometimes. The last tidbit for tonight, Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling, owned by Scott D'Amore, was brought back after he left TNA, after he was unceremoniously shown the door there. They announced in February that they had a partnership with CMLL, and then in April, they did a show in Las Vegas during the weekend of WrestleMania 42, and when they were there, they said that they were going to debut a television series called MLP Mayhem. and it was going to debut on Canada's TSN beginning next month. Well, the date has been announced. Mayhem will premiere on July 15th, 12 o'clock a.m. on TSN2. It's going to air weekly. The first season will last 12 weeks. Mauro Ranallo and Don Callis are going to be the guys calling the action. So it should be very exciting to see another televised product coming to a major network. If you have access to the channel, if not, get a VPN, get a NordVPN. I'm not even paid by these guys, but get a VPN and stream it somehow. But because Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling, if you look at the shows they've been putting on, the talent pool, the quality of the matches, and the unique matchups have been amazing. Some of the other talent on the show, Giselle Shaw, Stu Grayson, you had people like Johnny TV, PCO, Rhino. They're all going to be there. So it should be a really, really interesting debut. Gama Singh will be there. Jonathan Gresham is going to be there. I'm trying to think who else. TJP is going to be on the show. Rohan Raja is going to be there. So a lot of people to be excited about seeing. And I'm just thrilled for Maple Leaf Pro that they're getting an opportunity to do this. That's all the time we have for this episode. Check back with us next episode. Run down the latest wrestling news and rumors. Special thanks, as always, to Suno for creating the music and sound effects we use in our show. Today's show is sponsored in part by Beazle Games. Bring a new friend to family game night. It's easy with Sketchy people. Showcase your artistic side in this game from Beazle Games by going to thegamecrafter.com and picking up your copy today. If you're looking for your next career move, you're considering college or university life, maybe you just need some formal training for your next career decision, go to our website at frolifeplanning.com for all your higher education needs, as Fro Life Educational Planning is for today, for tomorrow, and for life with Fro Life. I'm Fred Froelich, better known as Dr. Fro. I want to thank you so much for taking some time with us today. Until next time, take care, everybody. Have a great night.